live from Dorado, Puerto Rico. I'm doing this little update video because the other day I uploaded a video of a new freezer that I purchased off for living off grid. And I'm gonna show this to you. Let me flip the camera here. You guys already saw this. This is the chest freezer that I purchased, which I am running off grid off my system. As you can see, everything's cold. Ice is cold. There's food in there. You can see it. This is, you know, it's been working flawless. Now, what happened was I actually bought this freezer because I was actually trying to get one of these. All right, now this is the Alpicool 12 volt, 12 and 24 volt uh, fridge freezer. These are for off grid. So initially, I wanted to get one of these because what I was using at the time off grid was this hair fridge that I got at Walmart, and it works very well. The only thing is that this little freezer is actually pretty small, so But anyway, so I used this for quite a while. It's still brand new, but I'm not using it at the moment. So what happens is I was looking for one of these online, but the fact living here in Puerto Rico, this was nearly impossible to get. And online they were running for like $370, sometimes like 280 plus another hundred and something shipping. Well, anyways, to make a long story short, it's funny how God works because I was able to get a great deal on this freezer and I couldn't find this at all. I could not find this at all. And so, God led me to purchase this freezer, which I don't regret at all because now it's totally filled with food. The day after I bought this freezer, all of a sudden online on a local Facebook Marketplace person, he had one of these for $130, guys, brand new practically. It was used, and it was amazing. Now the thing is that the guy who sold it to me, he's actually from Bulgaria, and it so happened that I wrote to him and I said, "Hey, I'm really interested, but I don't have a car." I said, if you sell it to me, I'll give you a few extra bucks for gas, to bring it down to me. Well, it turns out that when he posted this online, a whole bunch of people, started writing to him, but he felt in his heart to sell it to me and bring it to me down here. So God is good, man. God is good. So now I have the Alpicool freezer, and I'm happy it happened that way. I'm happy it happened that way because it is a little smaller than I thought it would be, but this is a 300 and something dollar little compressor fridge. This is a compressor fridge, guys. This is real small fridge. Now I'm gonna show you. It has a little lid, right? So I got my soda, some mayonnaise, some blue cheese I bought and stuff. And this is what I'm using for refrigeration. You know, it has the you could put the degrees on there. It's running with no inverter. It has the cable. This is the regular 110 cable, which I'm not using because I'm running it directly off of the batteries, and I'm running it off of just this battery by itself, running 24/7 with just a 100-watt solar panel. So one deep cycle battery is enough to run this 24/7 with a little 100-watt solar panel. I'm totally amazing. It has USB. This is the Alpicool C15, and I have seen people online. I had really wanted one of these, and so here it is. It's got frost. It's really nice and cold. I have some eggs in there too. But really good. It's really good. And the thing is, had I gotten this one first, honestly, it wouldn't have been enough for what it is I wanted to do. So now I'm running this as a fridge. I could run it as a freezer as well. All I have to do is lower the temperature to 0 degrees or minus whatever. But I'm running that as a fridge, and then I have the freezer. So I have the freezer with all the meats and all of the stuff totally run off grid from my main system, and the Alpicool fridge. Now, the guy who sold me this, it's funny because he had two little AGMs. I'm talking they were like maybe 30 amp hour AGMs, and he would hook it straight up to them little batteries, and he would tell me that it would run for an entire day with one of them little amp hour batteries. So now, since I'm running it off of this one, which is a 100 amp hour battery, and this has a 100-watt solar panel on the roof, so basically this is running, 24/7 straight off of the sun. So this is the Alpicool fridge. They have another one called the Alpicool C20, which is the same exact fridge. The only thing is that the lid comes up higher, so it gives you a little more space. But I really didn't like the C20, although it gives you a little more space, but it's actually just lid space. And it kind of looks ugly. I didn't like it too much. I like this one. It looks nice and even, nice and thin, slim. So what can I say? It gives you the voltage here. You can put it to Fahrenheit. You can put it on Celsius if you wish. It has an actual app that you can control with your phone, which gives you all the specs. Listen, that's how silent it is, guys. Totally silent. You know. So I've been doing research on this Alpicool fridge in particular. I'm telling you, I've been a really big fan of these, and I thank God big time that I was able to get it for the price. You know what I mean? It's unheard of, and it's in pristine condition, no cracks, no. The guy who sold it to me took really good care of it. So you got the Alpicool. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. I mean, I've only had it a couple of days, but I've done a lot of research on this, and a lot of preppers who live off grid. They vouch by this. There's a prepper that I watch a lot. I follow. He has a channel called Solar Cabin, and he's been living off grid for the last 20, 30 years, and he has one of these, and he's always ramping and raving about it. So it's like I really wanted one, and I'm happy I got it. So I mean, what can I say about it? It's great. It runs off of 12 volts, 24 volts, 110. It comes with both cables. It's silent. It seems very reliable. It cools extremely well. It's a compressor fridge. It only uses like 42 watts, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 42 watts, which is 42 to 45 watts. That's nothing. You know what I mean? So there you go. Living off grid. So right there, got my refrigeration. Right there, got my freezer all stocked up with meat. There for the shit hits the fan, SHTF. There's another word, Tigwaki, I think they're using now. This one in particular, I mean, it's really good, So, but I don't have any use for it at the moment. I'm not going to get rid of it though. That's my backup now. So what I'm going to do is just, you know, probably take a rag and clean it out a little bit better in the inside. I already cleaned it though, and it's just gonna stay there in case of an emergency. Anything happens to it, if anything happens, I'll have a backup refrigerator, that can run off grid as well. So, all right, guys. So here it is. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you about this. The Alpicool, they have them online on Amazon. Alpicool. This is the Alpicool C15. I'm not putting the link online because every time people put link, all of a sudden, they're like not for sale. So you guys do the research. Look it up on eBay. I would recommend you find one locally. Because I got this one for I think it was one. No, it was 130. He gave it for 130, and I mean it's a hell of a deal. I couldn't let that pass by. It's silent. It's great. It'll work in your car. Now that's what I'm gonna say. The cable that came with it is actually a car lighter cable. It has two. It has the regular 110 and the car lighter cable. I tried to find the adapter locally so I didn't have to cut the cable, but I couldn't find the adapter, so I was forced to cut the cord and to connect it directly to the battery. So it's unfortunate because I didn't really want to cut the cord, but then who cares? Because I mean I'm not gonna use this for portable purposes. This is actually like my main home fridge now. So So that's it, guys. That's the Alpicool 12-volt fridge. Get one. You know, you can run it in your car, take that to the beach, or use it just, for an apartment. It's silent. If you have a trailer, it's small. What's this? This is about, I don't know, about maybe 12 inches high, and maybe about two and a half, 24, I don't know, about 30 inches wide. It's not that big. But it's good. It's a compressor fridge, guys. A real fridge, not one of those. This is not one of those cooler thermoelectric coolers. That's not that. That is a thermoelectric cooler right here. Totally inefficient, but in a pinch, it works too. 12 volts. But this is a true compressor fridge. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. Leave your comments down below. Ruben Obed.